last left our gang on the deck. They had just chased down what they believed to be Chad Peterson, a passenger on the SS President Coolidge cruise liner headed to Shanghai from San Francisco. Only catch, Chad Peterson was believed to have killed himself the day before. After cornering Chad on the deck, our heroes were caught in gunfire, and Chad seemingly disappeared by jumping off the deck to the deck below, which is a jump that should kill a man. After dealing with the mysterious gunman, they too seem to have vanished. Our heroes were scolded by the ship captain and some deckhands. Max managed to convince them that they were just drunk and skeet shooting on the deck, and as punishment, they had to sleep in the brig. Come 10 a.m., they were escorted back to their room, and this is where our story continues. Monday, February 7th. Today's schedule includes Chad Peterson's memorial service, but there's an asterisk after it, casino night, and it's 7 days until arriving in Shanghai.
I don't care what they say. Time and a hard time changes a man. I forgot what fresh air smelled like, what the breeze tasted like.
The sweet taste of freedom.
I've become institutionalized.
Feel the sun on the back of my neck like a free man.
Lay just kind of sighs as he watches you all because he's been in jail several times and he just doesn't want to say anything right now. After a moment, you guys hear a knock on your door.
I will open it.
It's one of the stewards. It's the steward from the other day that handed you your brochure. He comes in and he says, "Good evening, good afternoon, everybody. I hope you had a good night's stay on the on the brig. I just needed to update you on some information for the timeline for our journey. We just wanted to let all the passengers know that normally you would be able to deboard at Honolulu to stretch your sea legs. However, due to all the things that have been happening on the ship, the Interpol will have to investigate the happenings on the ship, so we aren't allowing any of the passengers to disembark once we reach Honolulu in a few days. As compensants, we are offering drink tokens for anybody who would enjoy them. The other bit of news we would like to let the passengers know is that Chad Peterson's memorial service has been moved to tomorrow instead of tonight because we also wanted to accommodate for Dr. Song's servants' funeral services. Is there anything you would like to ask me before going about your day?
Tonight is that casino night. Do we need cold hard cash? Is there a credit on board? Are drinks included?
Drinks are included. You will need to bring cash with you, and that will be happening in the dining hall. It's been converted to a casino for tonight.
Well, of course I brought cash with me, and I put my hand on Reginald's shoulder.
And with that, I will leave you to it. I hope you have a pleasant stay on board the SS President Coolidge. And the steward shuts the door behind them and walks on the hall.
Well, that was quite the ordeal. Have you seen anything like that before?
Oh, we fought fishmen back on the in California once.
Lay just kind of looks at you with like a cold sweat and elbows you in the side.
Well, they were like fish that were large. I took one of his quills.
He elbows you again.
I'm just regaling you with the tales of my hunts. I'm going to have a tapestry made. It's already commissioned.
Narrow my eyes to lay a little bit. Is there something you're not telling me?
Yes. And then he smiles.
Secrets don't make friends.
Yeah, but secrets do keep you safe. And then he pats you on the shoulder, and then he goes, I'm gonna head out and check out this casino night. I'll see you guys there.
Well, I'm ready to gamble a little bit, boys, if you are feeling lucky.
All right, well, yeah, let's go gamble.
Are you a gambling man, Mr. Cartwright?
I prefer to go with a sure thing. I'm not much of a gambler.
I prefer to gamble with lives.
Oh my god.
Roll the dice.
He says, cleaning his phlebotomizer.
Getting the bits of gore off of it.
Chunks of flesh.
Before we go, is that hyperbole? You're talking about fishmen? Your friend who just left there seemed to be, I don't know, seems to be quite shaken up. I'm trying to rationalize what I experienced last night, and I can't find an answer that lies in science.
Well, my boy, and he puts a hand on your shoulder. There are things that there are hunts, and there are hunts. I think you're just hunting a tiger, perhaps a panther, to milk and then mount on your wall. You find the truth of it all. You find fish 7 feet tall, bloated, chock full of toxins. Bullets won't do a thing. What do? You grab your knife and you start carving off scales. That's why they call me the fisherman of San Francisco.
That San had a couple more Y's in it than it usually does.
That San Franciscan hunter.
It's the local pronunciation.
It's a bit of my brogue going through.
Yes, I understand. The man, he disappeared. He leapt off that balcony and was gone.
Well, I am not sure exactly what happened to him. He apparently had killed himself earlier that day. Maybe we just didn't take.
And yet they still have not yet found a body.
Well, it was supposed to be in the ocean. I tried to go down there. They wouldn't let me.
Well, you know, here I once had a wise hunter say to me, once you chased off the hunt, sometimes you just gotta wait for the hunt to come.
It's
Now let's
true.
go upstairs and let's do some hustling. I mean, some gambling.
I'll put a hand on Max. He counts cards like you wouldn't believe. I've never seen him lose a round of blackjack once.
Well, I would love to observe this. Maybe have a Zazarak, get my mind off of things. Let's go do that.
Alrighty.
And
You're heading to casino night?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So you arrive in the dining hall.
In the middle of the day.
In the middle.
It's like, mid-morning.
What do you? It's a cruise. You can have ice cream in the morning. You can gamble in the afternoon.
It's all inclusive. I mean, you gotta...
The dining hall has been converted to a casino for this special night. The floor is now covered in gambling tables, table games, and portable slot machines. The lights and sounds and smoke fill the hall, giving it a very different atmosphere from the last time you were in here. And the same waiter from the first night dinner greets you. Good evening, sirs. Is there any sort of entertainment you were looking for in particular tonight that I may guide you to? Or perhaps a drink?
This guy's voice.
So good. So good.
Yes, sir. You know, I'm looking for a blackjack table myself.
Blackjack, a gentleman's game. I can show you there immediately. What about you other two gentlemen?
I'll have a scotch and I'll observe my friend and give him some money to gamble with. He always doubles it and gives it back.
All right, blackjack for you as well, and for you, good doctor.
I'll take a Zazarak, and I'm just here to watch.
Aren't we all, sir? And he leads you over to the blackjack table. And there's a few blackjack tables, but the one he leads you to that's open has a familiar face on it. It's Sam, the guy from the first night dinner who wears the blue suit. He's sitting there, and he looks like he's kind of not doing super great. But he really wants to stick in on it. And he sees you as you all approach with the steward, and he waves to you, and he's like, "Oh, hey guys, how's it going? Come here to lose some money at this table?"
Quite the opposite, I believe. That's not the goal at all.
Oh, yeah.
That's not the goal.
We're here to fatten up the pocketbook, sir. Fatten up the...
All right, we'll take a seat then.
I'm just gonna kind of stand behind with my drink, like one arm propped on the other, and I'm just gonna watch this gentleman's.
Sounds good. Ty, do you still have your playing cards? Because I don't. If you want to actually play around to Blackjack really quick.
Sure. I got him.
The dealer is setting up for the next game. Sam kind of turns to you and he goes, "This has been a hell of a trip, wouldn't you say so yourself?"
Oh yeah, Sam, I tell you, there some crazy things have been happening. We hear guys have been melting, people jumping off ships. We got a little wild night ourselves out there shooting some clay.
Shooting clay, eh? Off the back deck? That sounds like a fun time. I know.
Oh, it does, but
Charlotte's been hanging out with Virginia, and she tends to do that now and get drunk, shoot clay off the back. It's a good pastime. There's not very many things to do on this boat, so why not?
No, not at all. And I like that blue suit. I'm actually in the market of myself. Maybe for one that's purple. You happen to see a guy in a purple suit around here? I saw one earlier. I've been trying to ask who his tailor is.
Ah, purple suit. Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. He kind of leans into the table to look at the dealer, and then he just kind of looks back at you, and he pulls out a cigar, and he's like, I think you're talking about that guy. He's up to no good, I believe.
Starting making trouble in our neighborhood?
Yes. Absolutely. Through my line of work, you get to know some interesting people, and that guy, I think I know, has a reputation, especially for like the way he dresses. I know exactly who he's part of. He's some mob character, I believe.
Oh yeah, something like that. But we're a little bit on the hunt for him.
Oh yeah, you want to find him?
Me and my buddy Reginald here, and the fine doctor, of course, we'd like to talk to him. Find out who his tailor is.
His tailor? I think his tailor, he kind of looks around and then chuckles a little bit. His tailor goes by the last name of Capone, if you read me.
Oh, I read you loud and clear here, boss. But we still got to talk to the man ourselves. Any idea where we can find him?
Unfortunately, no. I haven't seen him since the first day, but yeah, he's quite the character. I'll let you know if I ever see him walking around or anything. I'll make sure to keep an eye out for him. It's kind of easy with that big purple suit of his,
Oh yeah. Hey, it was the first day you saw him. Whereabouts did you see him?
I want to say he was talking to somebody on the third deck. I want to say it was one of the crewmates, but haven't sone him since. I saw that suit, saw that gold wristwatch of his. It's probably embroidered with his name. That's what they all got. All those Capone tailored, you know what I mean? And I bet he's probably going around scheming.
Bro. Yep.
Probably going around scheming.
Embroidering a watch.
Yeah, exactly. Embroidered.
What's it? It's etched.
Engraved.
That's the one.
You got the first letter.
Listen,
right.
mate, I've had a lot to drink and I've lost a lot of money. I won't be scolded by you.
No.
It could be a cloth band for all we know.
Could be
Absolutely.
Al Capone's friendship bracelets. How are the
Wait,
cards
dealer,
looking?
you ready over here? We're ready to play some cards.
I'm ready. I got it.
All right, so I'll roll an accounting check first.
Yeah, see if he gets two cards for our.
I got 36, so I got that.
Okay. Am I the dealer? Am I a character now?
Yeah, you'll be the character for really quick, only because I have no cards.
Sure. So you're gonna get 2. That's how it's gonna work.
Yeah, that's how his counting cards thing works.
Sure.
He gets 2 cards. He gets to pick the lower of the 2, or whatever works better for him.
You would have 20 currently. So the dealer has, and it's just you playing for now.
It's me. And
it's just me right now.
Okay. Are you playing? Is your character playing too, Dave?
Yeah.
Sam. Okay.
He's playing against me essentially.
12. Gonna hit or stay?
Hit.
That is a 13 or a 23. I would.
I'll go with the 1.
Very well. Unfortunately, that is, and you are now at cool 18. You hit or stay?
Hit.
Oh my gosh. Well, Matt, you done goofed. That is a 25.
Damn it!
And you had a 20. Chris had a 20.
Yeah,
So
stay with
it's
20.
I guess that means he won.
Chris won, yeah.
I
Yeah.
won.
So you
Yeah,
won.
have you ever played Blackjack?
I don't know what's up with me. I took a nap before this. My head isn't all here yet. But so as those two are playing Blackjack, Chase, I want you to roll a spot hidden.
I was actually gonna to inquire about rolling a spot hidden. That is a 32. My number is a 45, so that succeeds.
All right. So you're looking around, and then somebody familiar catches the corner of your eye as well at one of the portable slot machines. And by portable slot machines, I mean it has like wheels that they can roll it in on, not like. So at one of the portable slot machines, you see two people that you recognize. One of them is Virginia Ridley, and she's playing the slot machine. And then the other one is the woman in the black dress and the little black hat that was sitting at the first night dinner with you. And they're over there.
I'm gonna wander over there while these guys are playing cards. I quickly lose interest in the card game.
So you walk over to them. Virginia's being rather loud. She's very sauced, and she's yelling at the slot machine as she's pulling it, things that don't work for a slot machine. She's like, "Hit me! Hit me!" and stuff like that. Yeah, Charlotte just kind of like looks a little bit worried, is kind of fanning her, but making sure she's also having a good time. But she sees you walk over, and she kind of stops paying attention to Virginia for a moment and kind of turns to you. You'll notice that everybody that's kind of around Virginia is looking at her like with a suspicious look. Not necessarily one of her being, obnoxious. More so one of them being judgmental because her fiance is missing and he was a millionaire. So they're all like kind of putting two and two together and thinking the worst of her. And Charlotte walks up to you and he goes, "Hey, you were one of the men at the first night dinner, and also one of the first people on the scene at Virginia's the other day. How are you doing?"
Oh yes, the name was William. And what was your name again?
I believe we weren't properly introduced at the time. My name is Charlotte, and she holds out a dainty hand for you.
And I said, "Charmed, I'm sure," as I take her hand.
I'm sure I'm charmed. She kind of looks back to Virginia to kind of like motion to her, she just kind of goes, "Yeah, you can tell she's not taking this news too super well. I think she's kind of given up looking for her fiance."
Well, everyone deals with grief in their own way. Can I roll a psychology test as like I'm chatting with this woman on Virginia to see like the source of her, is it grief? Is it, elation?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Nice. That is a 24, and my psychology is 60.
So you can tell it is definitely grief. Like she's definitely at that stage where she's just lashing out, because she hates basically everything that's going on right now. She hates the fact that her fiance is missing, presumed dead, and she hates the fact that everyone assumes that she did it. So she's just kind of like just getting as drunk and as humanly possible and just trying to drown out all the noise. And Charlotte actually notices you kind of take a look at her for a minute. She looks back to Virginia and she looks back at you, and she just goes, she didn't do it."
Oh yes, I believe that. I see that she has entered the second stage of grief.
Yeah, I don't blame anyone for making that assumption, but I've been with Virginia ever since it happened, and just call it women's intuition. And she taps her character sheet and from Pulp Cthulhu. And no, she just taps her head. She says, I see that I believe you and a couple of your friends from the first night dinner have been kind of asking around about what's been going on with Chad. Have you learned anything?
Well, and I'm going to lower my voice so that Virginia can't hear me over the din of the of the room, I'll say,
The Den of
No,
Sin.
the D-I-N, I think is the spelling, right?
The Den of Sin.
Den of Sin. I should get a placard made for one of the rooms of the house. Put it on the Den of Sin.
Welcome to our Den of Sin. Roll initiative.
Yep. And I will say, there definitely is something quite suspicious afoot. I don't want to alarm anyone. It's too early, but I saw something last night that I cannot explain.
I'll have to keep an eye out for that. Do you want to consider your group and our group? I'm with Sam and Ginny. Do you want to consider us maybe partners that we can work together on maybe solving this little mystery before we reach Shanghai?
So you're also trying to get to the bottom of this situation.
I just don't like to see an innocent woman being treated like this.
And I'll look as Sam and Ginny are. Did she gesture to someone, or is she just saying like Sam and Ginny?
See, Sam and Ginny are the only two people that you like. They're a couple of the people from the first night dinner that you actually get to meet. Sam is the guy in the blue suit that they're actively playing blackjack against at the other table. And Ginny was the guy that was asking you about taking notes.
Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy.
No, it is Ginny, but
Ginny.
It sounds like Jimmy. Yeah, Ginny.
Okay, Ginny. Yeah, the more heads put together, likely to uncover this mystery. And I'll gesture back to the guys who are playing blackjack over there. It's like, I have it on good authority that this is not their first time around the bend, if you know what I mean. So perhaps we can figure out what happened to, Chad.
Interesting. I'll let you know if I figure out anything. And she nods, and then Virginia just kind of like looks like she's about to puke, and and then Charlotte just goes, "I'm gonna get back to," and then she doesn't finish her sentence. grabs the coin bucket next to her and holds her hair back like the best friend she is.
Plenty of clear fluids. Non-vodka. Oh gosh.
We cut back to the blackjack table, and Sam's head is on the table, and he just keeps saying, "Hit me."
Oh, that is a 30. That is a 39.
Just hit me.
In good conscience, I cannot.
I cannot do it.
No, we're not here to kink shame, but I mean seriously.
Alrighty. As that's happening, Reginald, I want you to roll a spot hidden. Or actually, both of you, if you both want to take a moment to look around while Sam languishes.
Oh, I'm not good at that. I'm really bad at that. Yeah, no,
I rolled a 96. It's one of my better ones, but I rolled a 96.
Well,
I got 36 and I don't have it at all.
Well, one thing that we'll say that maybe Max notices, but Reginald, you kind of get back into the game a little bit because you see a wounded animal here at the table and you want to finish it off. But Max, you're looking around for more opportunities. Two things you notice as you one thing you notice because you rolled bad, but it's pretty easy to spot, is that there are posters on the wall for an advertisement for a music show that's going to be on being performed on Thursday, February 10th, so in a couple of days. I believe it's Monday now, for Phyllis Barnes like jazz dance what's it called, show. And there's like, Phyllis Barnes is a name that you've recognized before. She's actually quite famous. She's like one of the up and coming musicians, and her band is really well known for their like swinging tunes and stuff. And yeah, so apparently she's on the boat and she's going to be performing in a couple of days.
Hey Reggie, that band you like, the old Phyllis Barnes Dance Jazz Show Company.
Oh, a little good jazz tune.
I've seen you with a couple of her records hanging around your room, you sly devil. You got a taste for the jazz.
I do. It gets my knickers on a twist, loosens up the hips, and I get a move.
I see you getting a move. You know, if you're on the hunt for some good, smooth tunes, this Thursday, February 10th, there's going to be a show.
Have some drinks, attend, and maybe meet the loves of our lives.
Well, Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Maybe meet our next one-night stand. Hey, how about that?
Oh, bad
Oh
dad.
my.
Pat him on the back. You sly devil.
No, yeah, I don't want to see you getting tied down there.
Of course not. What happens in international waters stays in international waters.
So as we're still playing more, I say, so dealer, I'm looking to play for a little bit of higher stakes.
Oh yeah, I can switch back to the.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes, you must be talking about the Elder's artifact I have in the.
Yes, my Necronomicon, of course.
What would
I'll
that?
bet it all.
What would that be, sir?
Well, I'm looking to play with some pretty high rollers. You've seen a certain man in a purple suit?
Purple suit? No, I can't say. I think I saw. I mean, there's a few people on this boat, and they all have different colored suits. As far as if you want to play with some high rollers, I can recommend that table over there. And he points to it's a game of craps that's going on at a different table, and you can tell with a passing glance that those people are all very first class people. One of them that immediately stands out is that the Gutierrez de Almacan guy, the guy that was at your first night dinner table. He is also at that table, and he looks like he's kind of laughing along with everybody as they're all playing craps there. But
Well, that looks like my kind of society. What do you say to going out shooting there, Reggie? Shooting craps, that is.
Oh, let's give it a shot. I don't understand the rules even slightly.
Alrighty.